Hello, welcome to the Too Busy for the Gym program. This is level 2 workout B. This is our conditioning focused workout. So if you remember in level 1, we did 20 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest for a total of 9 sets. Today, we're doing 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest. So a bit more intense. We're also changing one of the exercises. So in level 1, we did deadlifts. That was to prepare us for the kettlebell swing, which we're going to be doing today. So let me show you what we're going to be doing and then we'll get into the workout. If you don't want to have to keep waiting for new YouTube videos to upload, you can get the full program in the link below in the description. We've currently got 5 levels, so 5 months worth of programming. There's going to be 6 months in total. Every single workout is a new video, so you don't have to keep watching the same video every single time you want to do a follow along workout. You start at level 1 or level 2 and you work your way up through the levels at your own pace. So if you want to try that, the link is in the description below. Now let's get into this workout. So we're going to be doing 3 circuits of 3 exercises to make up these 9 sets in total. We're going to be doing the kettlebell swing, followed by the push-up, followed by the kettlebell thruster. So I'm going to show you these exercises. The main one I want to show you is the kettlebell swing. This one I want you to be really careful with. If you haven't done it before, use a light kettlebell. Make sure your technique is good before you move up in weight. We did the deadlift last level, so that is standing on top of the kettlebell and then just squeezing the glutes to stand up, keeping the lower back nice and strong and pushing through the heels. With the swing, the mechanics are quite similar, but we're just going to take a step back, so we're about 4 arms length away from the kettlebell. Your feet can be shoulder width apart. You'll see people say you have to have your toes pointing forwards. It's not really true. Some people prefer that. Some people prefer about a 45-degree angle. And we're just going to bend at the hips, bend at the knees, and we're going to keep our lower back nice and straight. So we don't want to round like this. We want to bend at the hips and the knees. Grab this kettlebell and pull it back, pulling our shoulder blades back as well. It's going to tilt the face upwards, okay? That's the first part. We're then going to hike the kettlebell between our legs. So all we're doing is creating a little bit of space and bringing the outside of our wrists to the inside of our upper thigh. This is the second part. If you're a bloke, don't worry, it's not going to hit the crown jewels. We're not going that high. We're just bringing the wrist to the inner thigh. Okay? And then, once we've done this hike, we are going to put all of the power from the hips, from the glutes, and we are going to push forward, push those hips forward explosively, and that is what drives the weight up. We're not pulling the weight up with our shoulders, we're pushing it up with our hips. So, we're coming here, and blowing out a candle on the other side of the room as we push. Breathing out. Okay, that's the kettlebell swing. Take it easy, have an experiment with it, see how it works best for you. The second movement we already know is the push-up, so you can do full push-ups here on your toes. You can do kneeling, so bring your knees to the mat. Do the same thing, squeezing your core. You can do tabletop, so having your hips on top of your knees and just trying to get your nose to the mat, sticking your bum in the air. Or you can do, if you have a countertop, if you have a wall, you can do push-ups like this on the counter, whatever you prefer to do. Thrusters, everyone's favorite / least favorite exercise, my least favorite exercise. We're bringing the kettlebell up to the chest as if we're going to do a goblet squat. And actually we are doing a goblet squat to here, pressing up through the heels, and at the end we're just pressing the kettlebell overhead. So goblet squat, exhaling as we press overhead. You can break this up into 2 movements, do your goblet squat, do your press, or if you're feeling more comfortable with it, do it as one smooth movement, okay? Those are the 3 exercises. We're going to be doing those 3 times through. 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, but first let's get a quick warm up in. So just like in level 1, we're going to start with just some marching on the spot, and you can either do your marching without the high knees and just walk on the spot like this, or if you feel a bit more comfortable, you can do high knees just trying to keep the balls of your feet, trying to keep on the balls of your feet. And the reason we do a warm up like this is for a few reasons that we've talked about before, but just to refresh your memory, we want to get the heart rate up. We want to ramp the heart rate up. We don't want to spike it. We want to give it a nice runway. If we jump straight into the workout, heart rate spikes, blood pressure spikes. It's not particularly good, especially as you get older, to just throw your body into a workout. The second reason is, we're going to do some bodyweight squats in a second. So let's do that now. Just some bodyweight squats, taking your time at your own pace. And what we're doing here is, we're warming up the joints and the muscles. And with regards to the joints, there's something inside your joints, there's a fluid. It's called synovial fluid. And we need to basically make it more runny. When you've just woken up or you haven't really moved all day, just a couple more reps, that synovial fluid gets quite thick and it means your joints get creaky and stiff. Let's just step forward and do some arm swings, open up the chest. And so we want to make that fluid a bit runnier so that our joints glide over each other more easily. So that's true in the knees, that's true in the ankles, and it's true in the hips and the shoulders, basically any joint. We just want to get them gliding a bit more smoothly before we add a weight. So here we're just loosening up the shoulder joint, stretching out the chest a bit, just getting ready, full body warm up, but not taking too long either. And we're going to do one more round through. So we'll go back into marching on the spot in a minute. And again, that's to get the heart rate up. All right, let's go back into our march again. You can just do walking or high knees and just take it up a tiny bit. So with regards to the muscles, we just talked about the joints obviously. With regards to the muscles, we want to get blood to the muscles that we're going to be using. When we're sitting down, when we're sedentary, we're not doing anything, blood pools deeper inside the body around the organs. So we want to tell the body basically, I'm about to use these muscles, please give me some blood, some oxygen, some sugar to those muscles because I want to use them. So that's the other reason we're doing this. But just trying to feel your heart rate go up a little bit, your breathing rate go up a little bit before we head into the full workout. Just do a few more seconds of this. All right, let's go into some bodyweight squats again. Just taking your time, keeping the weight on your heels the whole time. And in this workout, let's aim for about a 6 out of 10 in terms of how hard we're finding it. So this will be slightly uncomfortable. You will get out of breath, you'll probably be sweaty. Your muscles will burn a little bit probably, but it's not impossible. Let's go one more squat. Good job. And then step forward again. Just get these shoulders nice and loose. I have very tight shoulders naturally, so I always try and make sure I warm them up before I head into a workout. So you can probably hear my breathing. It's a bit heavier. I can feel my heart a little bit pumping, so that's how we know we're almost ready to get into the workout. And obviously your body temperature should be a bit higher, so all of these are signs that, you know, you're ready or almost ready to get into the session. So if you feel you need a little bit more of a warm-up, if you're a little bit older or you have any kind of health considerations, please pause the video, do a bit extra. But if you're ready, let's start the timer and we'll get into our kettlebell swings. All right, let's get this timer going and then we'll head into swings in about 3 seconds. Let's go. So remember, blowing out a candle on the other side of the room, and all of the power is from your hips and your bum. We're not using the shoulders to drag this kettlebell up, and keeping your lower back nice and strong. No excessive rounding of the spine. 2, 1, and relax. Great job. So we're into the workout. The hardest bit is done. We've got the push-ups next. So a bit of a rest, and then we're going with push-ups. So a tip I have for the swings is breathe in as the weight comes back down, and then breathe out as you push the weight away from you. And I'll explain in the next round. But great job. Let's go into push-ups. However you're most comfortable doing it. And again, breathing, exhaling as you push up. You'll always hear me exaggerate the breath to remind you. We're over halfway. One, and rest. Great job. So 30 seconds of rest, and then into thrusters. So remember, we're aiming for about 5, 6 out of 10 on the RPE scale, on the effort scale. Don't have to go crazy. If you're finding it too hard, take an extra 5 seconds when we start the next round or start the next set, and then join us after 5 seconds. You don't have to keep up with me, just do what you can. Okay, thrusters, 2, 1, let's go. So this can be one smooth movement, or you can break it up. And if you need to rest, you rest at the top here. Take a couple of breaths, and then go again. Halfway there. When you're breathing, heels always on the floor. One, rest. Really good job. Might be feeling the shoulders really work, the legs really work. Great job. Horrible exercise. They suck, but they're really, really good. They will completely transform your fitness. It's cardio, it's muscle. It's tough, but it's good. All right, swings. So I'm going to try and explain it during the set, but let's go into swings. So I'm breathing in as the kettlebell is on its way down. So that's exaggerated, but keep your breathing nice and regular. One, and rest. Great job. Push-ups, and grab a drink if you need. Nice deep breaths, and just keep on moving a little bit around the mat. So if you can hear my breathing, I'm quite out of breath, but I feel okay. I feel like I can push on. That's where we want to be. We're working, but we can keep working. Let's go into push-ups. And if you get stuck, just plank. Stay in the plank. Halfway. Two, one, rest. Really good effort. Let's keep it up. Thrusters, and then we only have one more circuit to go after we've done these thrusters. Really good effort, stick with it. Keep pushing. If you're above a 6, if you're at 7 or 8, just ease back a little bit, maybe take an extra 5 seconds before we start. But if you're at 6, let's keep going. Let's go, thrusters. Over halfway. One, and relax. Really good job. 2 circuits done. Really good effort. Last circuit coming up. So one more time through, and then we're done. Breathing nice and heavy, sweating, muscles are burning. Let's go. If you want to go back to deadlifts at any point, just do it. You don't have to stick with the swings if you are really struggling at this point. Halfway. Nice strong lower back, 3 seconds, and relax. Really good effort. Into push-ups. Staying on your feet, nice deep breaths. All right, push-ups coming up. Let's go. Halfway. One, and rest. Okay, last set coming up. So if you have more to give, we can really push here with the thrusters. Finish this workout nice and strong. So taking your time, going at your own pace, and just going as far as you're comfortable with, but still trying to push yourself a little bit. Okay, you ready? 2, 1, let's go. Halfway. Two, one, relax. Great job. Workout finished. Really, really good effort. Just stay standing if you can and let that blood keep circulating around the body. Really good effort. And just staying standing. You can stretch here, you can do whatever you like, but just giving ourselves a little bit of time for the heart rate to come down, for the breathing rate to come down, and go back to normal somewhat before we carry on with our day. Really, really good effort. So level 2 is I would say a noticeable step up from level 1, especially with workout B. So well done. If you didn't quite get through it, or you had to, take a bit more rest, it's absolutely fine. just keep coming back. And eventually, over weeks, you will notice that you're able to do more, and probably quite quickly as well. So the body can adapt quite quickly. Really good effort. I'm going to stop talking and leave you to it. Remember, if you want the full program, we currently have 5 levels up. So if you want the full program, 5 months, it's going to be 6 months in total of training. The link's in the description. You can get the full thing. You can try it out for a week and see what you think. Thank you for joining me on the mat, doing this with me. Really enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. See you then.